Hi, I'd like to introduce this course and give you some information about my perspective of what will go into the course. So in regard to my perspective, this course is built upon previous courses that you've taken regarding child development concepts. In some instances, it will review material that's been learned previously, and then it will go on in more depth regarding the content. It has to be recognized that when we're working with infants, when we're working with toddlers, when we're working with young children, a multidisciplinary approach is an approach that just has to be taken. No one discipline contains all of the content that's necessary to assist children through their developmental paths. Orientation and mobility specialists have to work with TVIs, have to work with OTs, have to work with PTs, ophthalmologists, optometrists, audiologists, and others to gain an appreciation of the current functioning of the child and to map out a plan to help achieve the independence that we'd like for the child. So please remember as we go through this course that 8 or 9 out of every 10 children or adults that you work with will have some degree of usable vision. So while you're being prepared to teach independent travel to those who have the most extensive needs due to total lack of vision, those with complete blindness really will be few. It's important to know the goals and the techniques that will facilitate travel for those without vision, but you must really also be prepared to work with those who can benefit from the use of their vision. The role of the orientation and mobility specialist. The O&M specialist in the early years will most often take on the role of consultant, a consultant to parents, to caregivers, and to teachers. The COMS must be really a member of the interdisciplinary team that works to foster the growth of the child. The strength of the family and the time that the family spends with the child can't be matched by the brief amount of time that the COM spends with the child. In comparison with the parents, it's a small amount of time. As such, the COMS will observe, will assess, and make recommendations to the parents and to others that surround the child. And as the child grows, the COMS will periodically provide direct instruction to the student. In addition, the COMS will work with other professionals and under their guidance provide services that support the roles of those professionals. And in a similar fashion, the COMS will teach other professionals some of the basic skills and components for them to provide services that will support independent movement. This brings us to the stages of development. And this course will begin with an understanding of child development in sighted children, and will explore the deviations from normal development for children with visual impairment. Suggestions towards assisting the child who deviates will become an important component of this course. We'll also look at how children learn. We'll gain an understanding of the methods that work well in teaching children new information and new ideas. And we'll look at the various learning theories that make up child development, all the way from Erikson to Piaget. We'll then concentrate on cognitive development and build a conceptual understanding of the environment as these children will need. Motor and sensory systems is another part of this course. We'll focus on motor development and the stages that children go through to reach more sophisticated levels of movement. This will be followed by an exploration of the sensory systems and how they're used by blind kids. Audition, or audiology, will be a major focus, since much of what blind children learn about the world come from that modality. Much time will be spent on understanding hearing and its measurement. Motivational factors are, of course, also important, and will focus on motor development and the stages that children go through to reach more sophisticated level through motor factors. Part of this will be understanding applied behavioral analysis. Practical aspects will also be a part of our course. So in addition to the theoretical components of sensory and motor development, we'll also look at some of the more practical aspects. This will include building and applying the use of adaptive mobility devices, of course the prescription cane, and also components of assessment in regards to understanding the growth of the child. So in a nutshell, that's what this course is about, and I look forward to working with you.